So for this easy spring makeup tutorial, I first start off with a tinted moisturizer with SPF. I've been using this pretty much daily, and it's from Sephora. I will link everything down below, and you want to use a good amount of this because it does have SPF as well, and you want to apply enough SPF to cover your whole face and neck. And for my pores, I use the Tatcha Canvas Primer, and this helps to minimize my pores and acne scars. So that's why I like this product. It's also from Sephora. Sephora is actually having a sale right now, so any products from Sephora I will link below. Next, I go in with concealer, and this one is a little bit in my skin tone shade. It's not normally like the light shade that I use for concealer because I like to spot conceal with this one, and I also do use it under my eyes, and then I blend it out with a beauty sponge. By going in first with concealer, it also helps to use less foundation on the next step. So I go in with the Good Apple foundation. This one's really full coverage and a little goes a long way. So I barely dip my sponge and just cover any areas that does not have concealer and needs a little bit more coverage, like my nose and cheeks where I have some redness. I then go in with a little bit of powder under my eyes. I do not apply powder anywhere else because I am going to go in with cream bronzer, and this one is from Fenty. It's pretty much my favorite cream bronzer, and I like to use this one a lot in the spring and summer, and this one is in the shade Macchiato. Again, I will link all the products in the description box for you guys. I use a foundation brush to apply it on my jawline and also to contour, so on my cheeks, forehead, and also to contour my nose. And I also apply some of it on my eyelids just to give it a little bit of definition as well, and to not have to use eyeshadow. And to make it easier, I like to use a 2-in-1 product for my brows. So this one is from Tarte. It's also available at Sephora. And first go in with the brow gel, and then I fill in the brows with the pencil side, and then I brush the hairs up with a spoolie, and this keeps the hairs up and kind of gives that like feathered eyebrow look. You can skip this step, but I wanted to use this palette. This one is from Colourpop. This is from the Lizzie McGuire collection. And I first go in with the shade Done and Done, which is like this very warm peachy brown shade. And it's really, really pretty. And I just apply this pretty much in my crease and a little bit on my eyelid. And then with my finger, I just grab the shade Bye Bye and pop it in the inner corners. It's a really, really light shimmer. It's pretty. And then I go in with the Natasha Denona mini nude palette and a small angled brush and apply the dark brown shade in the inner waterline and kind of drag it out a little bit on the inner corner, and then just create like a really small wing on the outside with the same shade. Dip back into the eyeshadow just to darken it, and it's really pigmented, so I actually don't really have to do this much. So I've been doing this a lot, and I really like this eyeshadow to do this, and I like that it's a brown shade and not black because it makes it less harsh. And then I curl my lashes. I use the Hourglass eyelash curler, which I like. And then I use the Hourglass Unlocked mascara, which is like one of my favorite mascaras, which I also recommend during the sale. And I apply a lot of mascara because I'm not going to use lashes. And then I kind of press them up a little bit more with my fingers. That kind of also lifts your lashes. If I see that my skin is getting oily, I do apply powder all over, and I use a big fluffy brush. Just a little bit of powder, not too much. So I did get a little mascara on my eyelid, and then once it's dried down, I use a brush just to clean it up. You want to wait until the mascara is dried down. Do not touch it when it's still wet. So just wait a little bit if you mess up and get it on your eyelid or anywhere else, and then just brush it off with a brush or a spoolie. And then to create the illusion of having like a really glowy face, but without using too many cream products, you want to use a blush that has a little bit of shimmer and gives a little bit of a glow. And I really like this one from Thrive Causemetics because it just gives a really pretty glow to the cheeks. It's not too shimmery. It kind of looks like a highlighter and a blush at the same time, but it makes the skin look really nice and smooth, and it really just gives that glow whenever it hits the sunlight. And I apply it on my nose, a little bit on my forehead as well. You can skip this step. I just really like to use bronzer to warm up my face, especially because the foundation that I use is a little bit on the lighter side of my skin tone. So I like to even everything out with bronzer, and this one is from Fenty, which I also recommend for the Sephora Sale if you're looking for a powdered bronzer. This one's my favorite. And then for lip liner, I use the shade Straight 11 from the Lip Bar, and this one is actually sold at Target. It's vegan, cruelty free, everything's cruelty free. And then I go in with a pink lipstick. You can use any pink lipstick. I like the cream lipsticks because they're not matte and they give off just a fresh look to the lips. And this one is from Colourpop. And then just for a little bit of shine, I apply a little bit of the Dewdrop Gloss from Colourpop's just in the center and blended it out with my finger. And just for a pop of color, I did use the NYX Retractable Eyeliner in the shade Gypsy Blue. And this is waterproof, so I really like to use these in the spring and summer. And you can use any color just to bring a little bit of color to your eyes. And don't forget to use setting spray to finish everything off. And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this easy spring makeup tutorial with some Sephora Sale recommendations. Thanks so much for watching, and subscribe for more videos.